와,
너무
막년해.
오래돼가지고.
형 윤기 매립니다. 아직도 꾸준하게 올라온다 형.
와, 저거 안 됐어요.
얼굴 뭐야? 괜찮아? 자,
밟히고 막 난리 났다. 근데 혹시
Hey guys, no warning, no teaser, no schedule, just 7 names lighting up one screen at the same time. The moment BTS suddenly went live together, the internet didn't just react, it stopped. Timelines froze, notifications exploded, and armies everywhere felt that familiar rush in their chest, the kind that only happens when all 7 are together. This wasn't planned, this wasn't polished, this was pure BTS, raw and unfiltered, and that's exactly why it hit so hard. From the very first seconds, the energy was unmistakable. This wasn't a formal live meant to deliver announcements or updates. It felt like barging into a private room where 7 friends were already mid-conversation, laughing, interrupting each other, and completely unconcerned with structure. Voices overlapped, reactions were delayed because someone was laughing too hard, and the chaos felt comforting. It was loud, warm, and incredibly familiar, like coming home. Taehyung, as expected, instantly became the embodiment of unpredictability. While some members tried to talk, Taehyung simply moved. He danced randomly in his seat, rotated his body for no reason at all, stood up, sat back down, spun again, and laughed like he was entertaining himself more than anyone else. It wasn't choreography, it wasn't for the camera, it was just Taehyung being Taehyung, playful, restless, and completely free. Fans couldn't stop laughing because every second felt like he might do something else entirely unexpected. Then came the moment that completely broke everyone. Taehyung suddenly reaching over and grabbing RM's ears, lifting them gently like they belonged to a puppy. The action was so sudden that RM froze for a split second, clearly processing what just happened before breaking into laughter. The other members exploded instantly. The comment section went feral. Screenshots flooded social media within seconds. It was such a small gesture, but it carried so much meaning. Comfort, closeness, affection, and the kind of teasing that only exists when people feel completely safe with each other. RM, still laughing, casually dropped another bombshell like it was nothing. He revealed that he finally got his driver's license. The way he said it was calm, almost understated, but ARMY knew better. This was a milestone moment. Reactions poured in immediately, congratulating him, joking about future road trips, and imagining the leader behind the wheel. The members teased him affectionately, clearly proud but unable to resist turning it into playful banter. The live kept spiraling into more chaos when a fan joined through Weverse Live and boldly asked Yoongi to marry her. The timing was perfect, the delivery fearless, and the reaction unforgettable. The entire room erupted. Laughter burst out instantly, echoing over each other, while Yoongi sat there visibly flustered, smiling shyly and trying to play it cool. His ears practically turned red as the other members refused to let the moment go. They teased him mercilessly, repeating the proposal, laughing louder each time, nudging him to respond. Yoongi laughed, hid his face for a moment, and tried to deflect, but his shyness only made it worse in the best way possible. Fans watching couldn't stop replaying the clip because it felt so genuine. No forced reactions, no exaggerated fan service, just real embarrassment, real laughter, and real friendship unfolding live. What made this live especially powerful wasn't any single moment, it was the flow. Even when nothing big was happening, the members were smiling, laughing, reacting to each other's expressions, and enjoying the simple act of being together. Someone would say something random, another would laugh too hard to respond, and someone else would jump in with a joke that sent the whole room spiraling again. It felt effortless.
Hey ARMY! Quick pause before we keep going. If you're loving these BTS updates, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and join our family of global fans. That way, you'll never miss a single record-breaking moment. All right, let's jump back into the story.
The laughter never stopped. Even during quieter moments, there was always someone giggling in the background, someone making a face, someone reacting late because they were still laughing at the previous joke. It reminded fans why BTS together feels so different from BTS apart. Their chemistry isn't something you can script or recreate. It's built from years of shared memories, hardships, victories, and growth. Armies across the world describe the live as healing. After months of waiting, speculation, and anticipation, seeing all 7 together, not on a stage, not in a performance, but simply being themselves felt reassuring. It felt like proof that the bond hadn't changed. If anything, it felt stronger, more relaxed, more honest. Taehyung's random dancing continued throughout the live, popping up whenever there was even a second of silence. RM tried to maintain some structure, but gave up quickly, laughing along instead. Yoongi, still recovering from the proposal moment, smiled more than usual. The rest of the members laughed constantly, clearly enjoying the freedom of not needing to perform for once. Fans noticed everything. The way they leaned towards each other, the way they reacted instinctively, the way jokes landed without explanation. These were 7 people who didn't need to explain themselves because they already understood each other completely. That familiarity translated through the screen, making millions of viewers feel like they were sitting right there with them. As the live went on, the realization slowly set in. This wasn't just a fun moment, it was a reminder of why BTS matters, why their connection resonates so deeply, and why ARMY has stayed through everything. It wasn't about announcements or future plans, it was about presence, about togetherness. When the live finally ended, it didn't feel like a goodbye, it felt like a promise. Fans immediately replayed clips, shared screenshots, analyzed every laugh, every glance, every chaotic second. Social media flooded with posts saying the same thing in different ways. This is BTS. This is what we missed. This is why it feels different when all 7 are together. And if this is the energy they bring when they go live randomly, with no preparation and no script, just imagine what's coming next. Stay focused, stay excited, stay right here. Because moments like this are only the beginning, and BTS, together, always hits harder than anything else.